Hello everyone, this is Zoltar and welcome to Offworld Trading Company. I thought today I would try and do the daily challenge as robotic and just see how it goes. See what I can do with it.
Commencing build routine. Stand by for instructions.
So that's what we're going to do. Found an interesting little starting area that worked out. Hopefully will work out kind of alright. It looks pretty terrifying. I don't know if I can get away with going 3 mines and no steel production now. But I really wanted to try as soon as I saw these 3 tiles. Obviously it's expansive. What I really do, if I see this, let's be honest, I drop expansive right next to it and I just win the game, right? That's what happens if I see this as expansive. Might be a little more difficult as robotic, but hopefully we can kind of get it done. We'll buy up that steel we need, right? We're really close to having enough steel now. We can just sell off the iron that we're not using and upgrade.
Hardware upgrade complete.
We're pretending we're expansive, we're just not as good right now. So robotic. So the reason I'm doing the daily challenge today. Let's get into it now that we've dealt with the whole initial starting nonsense. I'm doing the daily challenge today because the patch hit, right? The patch hit. And I want to try out some robotic, see how it goes. Obviously, we're not using the new robotic special at all right now, right? We would have had to plant like over in this area. We wouldn't have gotten to use our other starting bonus. It's a bit of a mess. But we can see that we're leaking electronics very quickly as robotic right now. And we found an interesting little starting area that will hopefully actually allow us to play robotic. We got a new claim, that's fantastic. And now we can put down some more power. And we can see right now, look at this new geothermal thing. It's so much better than the old geothermal thing. We're gonna claim one of those right now. I didn't even see these. This is ridiculous. Then we should have a look at the rest of the map. We got some silicon, some little carbon down here. Is there any more carbon? There's a little bit there. Not a lot of carbon. There's some though. Not a lot for 2 scavengers. This poor scavenger. What is this? Ooh. What is going on right here? Is that just a new quarry? I'm okay with it. It looks a little bit odd with the rod here going through the carbon. That's something to look into, but I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. It's not my problem right now. Let's go ahead and build that geotherm. Because we've got the resources. We can sell some steel. We're just trying to get to a goon. We'll probably sell some iron. There we go. And get that goon squad up. We might need another steel mill, like right here. Probably a good idea. Maybe 3 steel mills will work for robotic now when you're right next to the mine. But it just doesn't happen at the moment. Let's look at more things from the patch. We can start auto supply. There's no icon for this, which makes me sad. I think that's an internal thing. From what I've heard, that's maybe it's just because the guy who made the icons doesn't like auto supply. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, guys. I don't know for sure. But in any case, we can also see like power has a new thing, right? Immediately send resources is bigger. Scrap is bigger. I like it. I don't know if there's a hotkey for auto supply yet in the game. There really should be. No. I'm not going to say that. Auto supply should be automatic and you should have to turn it off. That's what should be in the game. Make that happen. That's just my opinion, but it's right, and all the rest of you who disagree with me are wrong. Deal with it.
The black market is online.
Shortage on carbon. So for some reason, this is something I've noticed. We saw that carbon short, and then immediately carbon's price dropped, right? Why did that happen? Why did the AI react that way to the start of a carbon shortage? It just makes the shortages even worse. This is how I win most of my AI games these days. A shortage will happen, price will go like a little bit down sometimes, and then it'll start flying up. It'll start flying up like crazy, and then you just sell, right? Because that's how a shortage works. Look at all this money I'm going to make off this water short. It was like, I don't know exactly how much we made, right? I don't know how much, but it was basically just free money, even though we didn't have any water income. We don't really need another geothermal, right? We have some geothermals. Let's try just hacking some power. Let's be that guy right now. Throw down a hacker array. It's going to go right here. This is actually really annoying. Put a goon on it. Let's just hack us some power. And then I think... Ooh, this is nicer. This looks nicer to me. Does this look nicer to anybody else? Looks nicer than me. That's kind of cool. Let's put down... let's put down on the nice water over here. It only costs us power, right? It doesn't cost us fuel. So, let's try it out. I'm just trying out things. That's fine. Water's obviously super expensive. All the water resources always get super expensive. So, even as a robotic, we can afford to move into that just fine. I thought about throwing down another steel mill. That never happened. Oh well. Price of power's still going up. Food short. We can't really buy into that at all. Like, we can try. We can make maybe a little bit of money off of it. Not a lot.
We caught a dirty rat
gonna be
trying
bad.
to break our stuff.
Oh no, somebody tried to break our stuff. This is so dumb. We have an adjacency bonus on our geothermal, guys.
Expansive colony
The black
expanded.
market is online.
I'm pretty sure that just doubled the money I put into it. I was at 2,000 something, now I'm at 4,000. That's really good, guys. I'm a little nervous about this over here because it's really vulnerable. But whatever. It's fine. Oh, other new things to note that I spotted in the patch notes. Small things like this glass furnace. Note how it takes steel and silicon. Steel and silicon instead of steel and carbon. It makes it so much easier to move into glass, which is kind of nice in its own way. And then for the electronics factory, we now have steel and aluminum, which I think used to be steel and glass. I'm not 100% sure on that. I didn't throw down many electronics factories because they're really bad. Like, it's that simple.
New directives received and
But still,
confirmed.
I think that's how that
Replicators
is.
online. Upgrade in progress.
We have that power
Stand
short coming in,
by.
right? Yeah. It's coming, it's coming. And we have a little power surge. We can just drop on this thing. We don't have to,
We
though,
caught
because
a dirty
nighttime's
rat
coming.
trying to break our stuff.
People keep trying to break my stuff. It's so rude.
Our
Yeah, we're not going to
hackers
shut
have
down any of their
compromised
power
the
because it's
trading
solar.
servers.
Is there any
Price
non-solar power
manipulation
up?
begins shortly.
Where's your power?
The
Solar.
black market
Your
is
power is
online.
nothing. Look at these. These are so much prettier now. Aren't they? They are. Look, you're just wrong if you don't think they are. What's your power? Your power's that solar, and that's it. That's all we gotta look at. Perpetual motion sounds kind of nice right now with how high power is and how high we're making power, right? So let's go ahead and get that from people. Nighttime should be coming any moment. Any moment for nighttime. Come on. There it is. 2100. Now look at all this power we're raking in, and nobody else is. Everybody else is just getting dead. Let's do it again. Let's just do it again. And part of this is because I'm pretty sure... Well, the hacker ray got nerfed in some fashion, right? It wasn't very clear exactly how much, how many players were necessary in order to start that decline in the power of the hacker array. But I thought it was kind of worth taking a look at nonetheless. Did my water get nuked? Why would you nuke my water? Look, water's price is coming down anyway. You're just crazy. You're just crazy. So let's keep looking. Oh, I could have tried to put these farms over by the water pump and seen what happens. Guys, it's a new thing. I'm not very good at using it yet. I also have way too much aluminum right now. Why don't I just... Oh no, my power. I'll let my power get shut down. We're in trouble. Shut everybody else's power down, quickly. That one was defended. Is that one defended? No. This is what I was worried about with these, by the way. Like, I had to keep them constantly gooned. Because the AI actually pays attention and punishes you. Unlike players, most of the time. Otherwise, and I was going to get myself in a lot of trouble. So we're hacking power while we're leaking energy. Not the best option, right? But we can always just turn everything off. Just turn literally everything off. Why not? No, I needed that. Okay, what is still drawing power? Just my hacker array? Something else too, I think. What else do I have online? Where's all my stuff? These
Our
are
hackers
off.
have
Everything's off.
compromised
Oh, it's probably
the
just...
trading servers.
Oh, it's my blimp. Okay, that
Price
makes sense.
manipulation begins shortly.
Guys, blimps take power when you're robotic. Who knew, right? I'm an idiot. Fuel short. We'll buy into that a little bit with what we have. Not very much, but we will. These can turn back on. Food's just so expensive. It's worth it. And let's see. There's a natural fuel short going on. This
The
guy's
black
making a lot of
market
fuel,
is
though.
online.
Why don't we try shorting food this time? We'll just try some of that. I'm in a lot of trouble. This is what I get for trying to go double geo and then short power. It just gets shut down. AI is throwing around nukes everywhere and things. It's just bad.
8,000.
Okay. This might still barely be making me money, even with... No, this one's not, right? Because it's just aluminum. So let's actually turn... There we go. I think these are making me money because of iron. Iron's good enough. No! No, why would there be a natural water food surplus when we're getting into food? Oh, no. Cancel this thing. I don't even care. We'll just... Fine, we'll just surplus electronics so we're not leaking so much money through that. We'll get into fuel and we'll look for an upgrade. Turn those back on. Our power's back online. We are making a little money, right?
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
Of course we did. They're just going to keep going. Those computer scavengers, they love their black market. They are all about it. That's still frozen. We can freeze up these, potentially. Alright, our debt's gone, and we're actually finally making money off of our shenanigans. So that's good. Boom. Boom. Just causing problems.
Have compromised
That's
the
all.
trading servers.
What got mutinied?
Price manipulation begins shortly.
I have to mutiny that back. Did you guys cut it out? What did I even short? Oh yeah, I surplused electronics. I'm crazy. Guys, it's kind of early for me. I'm not doing so hot. Well, there's a better solution than just fighting the entire time with everybody, right? And that's to buy the people who are winning. Oh yeah, it's a computer game. Boop. I need this, because I need that power back. That's a huge amount of money. I'll make that up in seconds, quite frankly, that mutiny. And we're just going to buy Misbalanced and then deal with the black market. Because Misbalanced, let's be honest, has pretty good territory. All things considered. It's pretty fantastic. And what's not fantastic about it should be easily fixable. So that's dealt with. That doesn't need to really be. These can auto-supply. Start auto-supply. Start auto-supply. Oh, we got plenty of claims. Let's use them. What is this glass furnace, though? Ah, whatever. We'll just use it. Something got blown up. I gotta go fix that. Yes, yes, yes. Repair. Love this geotherm right next to us. Hilarious. Okay, and let's just short fuel. Let's just make it happen.
New patent up for auction. Bidding will begin at
Superconductor, don't really care all that much. Other people can take it. It's whatever.
auction.
Now, one plan could have been if I had noticed this geothermal right here, which I should have. I could have just planned to go superconductor. Still not as much power as these two with the adjacency bonus, I think. But pretty strong nonetheless. Pretty strong anyways. What's even here? Oh, yeah. Fuel. Yeah, more fuel. Why not? I'm just shorting fuel. That's fine. Turn on. Why is this off? What is different about this one? Why can't I turn it on? Okay. Like, it's still showing up. This is very strange. Okay, we got a little bug here of some sort. Start auto supply. Yeah, I can't... Okay, it's currently turned on. Okay. Auto purchase is currently on, and the button says start auto supply. Now it's off, and the button says start auto supply. Something's bugged here. This thing isn't doing anything for me. Can I delete it? Nope. Okay, there it goes. And I'll just rebuild it. That was weird, though. Like, it was still acting as though it was the computer's tile on some level. It didn't change like these two did, right? These two were just showing as normal. Everything was working fine. The other one, not so much. No, I shouldn't have done that. I just got distracted by the bugged building over there. That was odd. To say the least, that was odd. Alright, how much money am I sitting on? My stuff keeps getting blown up. That gets tiring after a while, I'll be honest. But that's what I get for taking 2 geotherms. Die, please. Yeah, daily challenge on executive level. Certainly more difficult than it was before. Certainly still a game against computers. Well, that was a little interesting. That was an interesting little thing. I mostly wanted to do the daily challenge so I could get something quickly up with the new patch. You can kind of see, once again, similar things from the patch preview video I put up. You've got solar panels, they look all new. Geotherms look all new. Robotic has a bonus. You will note how many times I used that bonus this game. So Robotic, honestly, for this game, for me, just in a weaker state than it was before, I think Robotic is still starting without electronics. Unless I'm completely mistaken and electronics are just siphoning off so quickly that I didn't get to the cell in time, it's very strange to me. It's very strange to me. Like, Robotic's already weak enough. Did that have to happen to him too? I don't know. We auto-purchased... Okay, this is a good thing to look at. We auto-purchased 125,000 in electronics. Some of that was from owning 2 people for a while. Obviously, the life support for the new people for robotics is also electronics, even if they don't purchase a robotic place. So electronics cost us 125,000 in debt that game, which is well worth looking at. It's really hard to compare that very well because most of the time water's coming in quickly, food's coming in kind of quickly, and people aren't just racking up debt the way that you kind of have to ignore electronics for a long time. I don't know, guys. I'm going to have to play around with Robotic a lot to see how I feel about the balance change of costing even more electronics to life support Robotic. We're going to need a lot more games. We can see it still works against AI, right? Not much to be said for that, given that the AI will go farm and fuel. The AI does the standard human thing of, I don't want any debt, I don't want any debt, I don't want any debt. And then they die, right? Because debt's really, really useful. And like, you could tell that every single AI was doing it, basically. This one even had a farm up off in the corner here, and like one, and then actually had a good pot of fuel going. It was just... I don't know, it's hard to get a feel for it in that game. I'm going to be trying to play Robotic in multiplayer as much as I can get away with it today. I'm going to be losing all kinds of games in multiplayer today. I've got the stream going tonight. We'll be able to see more of it then. I don't know how I feel about it. We'll keep playing around. Definitely haven't come to any conclusion yet. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.